I'm starting with a blank new project and select 2D scene. And I'm going for a very simple inventory system that is abstract and can be extended in several ways. I start with a canvas layer. Rename this node to main and add some buttons to my canvas layer. This one I'm going to call add item, and another button this one is for later. Okay, so first things first, we now need a script. I'm just applying to my root node. And when we need an inventory system, we generally want to save some values. And like one very simple approach would be to save them as a variable. And then we can just save some strings. I'm just taking some placeholder values right now. You don't have to use the same. So now we have an array of 3 items, 3 strings, sword, potion and shield. And I need another array for my inventory, which starts empty. And now I can use the callback from the buttons. Add item, I'm going to rename it. And now I use the callback on the right side to the nodes. You can connect the pressed callback. I mean signal. And you can connect it to the script where you are programming. And I mean, to just test it out if it works, you can just print something. Save the scene and hit play. Select current. And there you see Fuba. I just got a typo, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so now what do we want to happen when we press on the button? We want to add an item to our inventory. And to accomplish this, we just write inventory. I think you can use append. That's a method from the array. It just appends the value at the end of the array, also called pushback. So we can just use this method. And what do we want to append? Let's just take a random item from our item list. Probably we can do random eRange. I think that should do the trick. And we also can print the inventory after clicking. That would be nice. Okay, let's see what happens now. Not quite what I wanted. Okay. I forgot to write items. Now. Invalid index 3. That's right. We need to make size -1. And now you get like one random item of the items will be added to your inventory, and I'm printing the inventory every time. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So what if we want to make the inventory unique? Like you can only have 1 sword, 1 potion, 1 shield. We can just go to our method again and make a simple check. If inventory, you don't need braces in GD script. If inventory has, and we want to call this value, but we only want to randomize it once, so I'm going to extract it. What I mean with that is I assign a variable to this value. Can just call it random item. So now we can append this value, but we only want to append it if the inventory does not have this item already inside. So now we only append it once. Can try it if it works like this. Yes. Only one time. Like if it's already in there, you don't get it. Can maybe write something like else print is already in your inventory. Okay. And now, since we have a second button, we can now check if a certain item is in our inventory. Let's call this button Go Fight button and also assign a signal. Okay, when we want to go fight, we can only go fight if we have a sword in our inventory. Alright, let's maybe expand our items. Let's take mace and axe. So you need either a sword, mace, or an axe to fight. We can make a simple check like if inventory has can just ask for all values. That would be a very simplistic approach, but it's okay for now. We don't need to over-engineer it right now. So now, if the inventory has sword, mace, or an axe, we can print going to fight some zombies. Else we can print you need to acquire a weapon first. So I got a typo. Okay, I see it. Okay, we check for a weapon, or else we just print that you need to acquire a weapon first. Now you can look what's happening. Okay, tells me that I need to acquire a weapon first. Now I got a shield, I still can't go fight. Now I got an axe, let's try it out. Okay, now I can go fight some zombies. And what I just showed you is we got an inventory that's working, and I can ask my code if my inventory contains a certain item. We can expand in this mechanic a little bit more with using autoloads. I'm going to show you. Just call our script maybe inventory. And then I go to project settings. Not project, sorry. I go to... Actually, it's project settings. It's called globals now. It's not called autoload. Okay, inside it's called autoload. The upper tab is called globals. I'm going to add the inventory. And now it's accessible from everywhere in the game. Like every scene can call the script just by writing inventory. So we don't want our inventory in this script anymore. We want... Okay, wait, let's first add the code. We can just... Okay, we go to our script and we add variable inventory, again an empty array. And in our main code, we just go now and we have to write inventory every time we access it. So now we are accessing the inventory of the global script. Maybe inventory is not the best name. Maybe we can rename it something like global. So it's not working. Let's see why it's not working. Have to rename it to global. Not okay. Now it's working. Now he doesn't recognize inventory because I want to use global inventory. Oops. Okay, everything working right now. Let's check again. Okay, nice, still working. What I actually changed might not seem obvious right here, but the thing is, when I add another scene, maybe like another 2D node, no 2D, sorry, not here, new scene. Okay, a completely new scene, and maybe it's called level 2. So level 2 is a completely unique scene, and I just add a label, and this label can have a script. And in this script we apply to the text the inventory. And now I need another button to change the scene. Change scene button. Again, the signal. Get tree. Change scene to file. And then we can change to level 2 scene. Okay, let's try it out now. Can't set the text to a type of array, that's okay. We just write like that. Sorry. Take it as a string argument, and now let's try again. Okay, it's an empty text, it's fine. When we add now some items to our inventory, we got 4 items, and now we go to the other scene, and the items are still there. Like, you can pass them around in your scenes all the time. And that's like one method of approaching an inventory system.